the beach is really nice. That's why a lot of people move to Florida. The ocean and all of the marine life. The water's their only home, and it's just slowly killing all of them.
It's otherworldly. Algae even out to the coast and the beaches. First time that's happened ever.
Would you launch your boat in this? Would you bring your kids out in this?
The test proved it was toxic and bad for your health.
Major economic damage. You're not allowed to go out in the boat. You're not allowed to fish. It's a horrible situation.
There were high levels of blue-green algae occurring in these canals. Very small amounts of it in your drinking water can lead to liver cancer. The one in Lake Erie shut down water for 500,000 customers. And it's a really scary molecule because there's a pretty clear linkage between it and Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and Lou Gehrig's disease.
It all comes down to water, your quality of life, your health. If there's ever been a fight worthy, it's this.
What do we want? Clean water! What do we want? Now!
Outrage is growing in Florida tonight with hundreds of people voicing anger and frustration.
I think everybody feels this outrage that you have people that are trying to make a profit at your expense, and that they would actually be willing to contaminate your water supply and destroy your life support systems so that they can make a little money in the short term is outrageous.
I had no idea that the water was this bad. You're gagging and you're coughing and your eyes are watering. Had I known that, it would have been a game changer in whether or not I was going to move down into this area. Our whole canal from end to end is nothing but solid green. And then there's these bluish blobs of something, and they really stink. It stinks like raw sewage.
We've had major discharges in 2013, 16, 17, and 18. And 3 years in a row, I think is fairly unusual. Everybody wants clean water, but when it comes time to actually do the work that's necessary, then it becomes an issue of money, it becomes an issue of politics.
We're battling an issue that's been going on for decades. The political will to help agriculture at the expense of the people of Florida.
Hopefully the Senate will pass Senate Bill 10. And that is a issue we've been struggling with for decades in the state of Florida, making sure that these toxic discharges end.
Oh, swampin' now. Oh, swampin' now.
If you don't have southern storage, then you will never fix the problem. We're not going to kick the can down the road anymore. And now we're here on the doorstep of getting it done and doing the right thing. I ask your support.
The Secretary will unlock the board and senators will prepare to vote. Have all senators voted? Lock the board and announce the vote.
36 yeas, 3 nays, Mr. President.
So show the bill passes.
Very potent toxins, liver toxins and neurotoxins.
We've pushed these ecosystems to the very brink.
The one-day recreational guideline for microcystin is 4 parts per billion. We've seen concentrations as high as 400 parts per billion at this location here.
It's basically saying, okay, here's the keys to the car. There's stop signs and stoplights, but there aren't any cops. But if we can stop it from the source and get agriculture to change their game and do what's right so that Lake Okeechobee doesn't have 90% coverage in algal bloom and cyanobacteria, then maybe we can fix it there.
Everything in me is screaming to grab the kids, grab the family, and get out of here. I'm not scared of alligators, hurricanes, snakes, spiders, you name it. But I'm scared of this.
The purpose of the lawsuit is to address the harmful algal blooms that are coming out of Lake Okeechobee. Throughout the years, we had seen these harmful algal blooms happening again and again. Enough was enough, so we filed the lawsuit to force the agencies to recognize that there is a problem. Without that, they're never going to do any type of analysis, any type of information gathering to really investigate it.
In this lab, we study a cyanobacterial toxin called BMAA and its effect on the nervous system of different types of models. Once BMAA is in the system, it goes to places like the brain, incorporates into brain proteins and causes them to fold abnormally. So here is a section of dolphin cortex. We found a tremendous amount of lesions in the brain that were similar to those you would find in an individual with Alzheimer's disease. So we believe that BMAA is at the seat of several neurodegenerative diseases. You have proteins that are abnormally folded and they're causing a cellular response. I think now the research is hit a pinnacle. We're finally pushing the envelope.
It's a very powerful neurotoxin. I would think that would be an issue for people because it's going to affect their human health.
You really need to stop this at the source.